Hey, I'm Kev, Kia Mystica, and welcome to the final time attack around the Circuit of the Americas in Austin. It's the Red Bull on prime tyres with some nice clear weather. We've got to get alone 1 minute 40 for the gold medal, and this time it proved hard to get because the Austin track's a very technical track in places. It's hard to get some corners right, and this was recorded before I did my Austin Power achievement. So I was still learning the track, still learning the best places to brake and where to go. And the Red Bull doesn't have the power down the straights. You have to make up all the time in the corners, and then you'll lose it down the straights. As on the first attempt, yeah, lost the back end. Too much steering input with the DRS open. The car was into the barrier as you go through the hairpin, and that's the first attempt gone. As usual, give myself 10 attempts to get the gold medal in these time attacks. And this time, I have to say, didn't quite go to plan as on the second one. You just braked wide and then you go wider, and that attempt was gone. And now onto the third attempt where I always show you the medal laps. This was one of the medal laps. As you go up the hill towards the first corner, braked a bit early, but we got the car in nicely, nice apex there. Now we're going through the fast S's, and you're going to see I'm going to straight line them a bit because it's a faster line and you always want to go faster. As you clip the second curve a bit too much, drag the car wide, but you made the apex for the next corner. Now we're going down the hill before we go up the hill, and this right hander really got to hug the right, but look for the left because that's a blind apex up the hill, and you got to clip that, accelerate through it. Now down the hill towards the hairpin, braked around 100, get the car in, bit slower, but we got the car in, and we're hitting apex. It's looking nice to slap a nice banker to put in, and then we can push on because we've got loads of attempts afterwards to get that gold medal as we go down the straight. And net, we hit the limiter already, about halfway down the straight. So you've got no straight line speed in the Red Bull. You have to make it all up in the corners as you go into this mini reverse stadium section, just like Hockenheim, and the back end getting away through the corners as it always does. And we braked wide again for that left-hander, but we didn't run wide. We got the car in just enough, and then flat out through these fast corners here. Now the last two corner, penultimate, go down a couple gears, get the car in a bit better than that. We just ran wide there, and now we're braking for the last corner. Got the car in nicely this time, just a bit slow in the middle of the apex. That corner speed going really down. We need to raise that up a bit if we want to go faster than the silver medal. But look at that, 2.5 seconds off the gold. We need to really improve our time as we go on to the fourth attempt here. Again, that mini stadium section, we're only a second off the gold ghost, but we went wide at that corner again. Yep, just turned in early this time, clipped too much curb and just went out. So we've got to do much better on our next attempt as we go through the fast S's now, but no, went wide in the second turn, it compounded in the third, and so we went wide again. And yeah, even going through this, we're just going wide again. The whole lap was going wide. As you see, we're at the end of it. Second to the last corner, just went wide again, and then the last corner, yeah, just didn't get the braking right. Had to slam it down. Just couldn't get the car into the apex. As we now go across the line, this was my best lap of this session. Down our sixth attempt. Braked a bit early. No, we're just guessing where the apex is. Lost time there. Just getting the car into the corner. Got the back end screwed in a bit as we go into the fast. This is really straight line them this time. Getting loads of dirt on the right front. But we're getting into the, keeping close to the corners, and we're only a tenth down on the go through the first sector. But then went very wide. We lost loads of time, over half a second probably. And now we're going down towards the hill, but we've already lost time. We're probably not going to get the gold ghost, but this lap time was my best, and you can see I've got loads of time to make up on this lap. I'm better around this circuit now, especially since I had that Austin Power achievement. Got loads of laps and getting used to this track, and so if I do this again, I'm bound to be closer to the golden medal as we break down the hill, get the car in nice, drift a bit wide onto the curve, now into the middle sector. You can see we're even slower than my best lap time here, so you know, it wasn't a great lap at all, even though it was my best lap in this go at the time attack. And again, a bit wide on that left hand on the exit, too much curve, so just not hitting apexes as you can see, losing time all the time around this track as you go into the second last corner. Again, the car just not getting into that apex. Now the last corner, going to turn in a bit early, get the car in, nicely done, should go down the second really, get the acceleration out of the corner, get the drive towards the line, and it's only a 1:42, so you can go much better, but we're under 2 seconds behind the gold ghost now. So yeah, no, not really, as the crowd cheered a bit. That if you do badly, it just sounds sarcastic. If you do well, it sounds really nice. So yeah, as we go into the first sector, again getting it a bit wrong, but we're faster than the gold ghost. So that was looking better until, yep, that right-hander just braked a bit late, drifted wide, and the car just didn't want to go in as we go to the end of the lap. Now on our 8th attempt here, going up the hill, and again we're attacking the first sector really hard, and we're doing it much better, as you're going to see, going into that corner. Look at that, carried the speed through, carried the apex speed there. Importantly, got a good run out of the corner, and then we were really aggressive on straight line in these curves. Yes, just clipping the apexes though. And look at this, we were half a second faster than the gold ghost, but then we got it wrong. And again, dust on the tyres, and we go wide and wider, and it just didn't work out. And as we began, we ended up in the barriers, and that was this attempt done. And that is all of the time attacks done. All my first goes at them. This time, you will know where I have to improve the middle sector, especially, because that's where I went wide all the time. And I hope you did enjoy these videos. I will be back with the gold medal laps of these time attacks when I get them. So till next time, cheerio.